Home Minister Rajnath Singh, who is on a two-day visit to Jammu and Kashmir, met the delegations of ruling PDP, main opposition National Conference and Congress. They apprised Home Minister about the prevailing situation in Kashmir Valley. J&K Governor N.N. Vohra briefed the Home Minister about the internal security situation and the steps required to be taken for the restoration of normalcy in the state. Home Minister met the Chief Minister Mahbooba Mufti. The Cabinet has approved the Surrogacy Regulation Bill 2016. The bill seeks to prohibit commercial surrogacy and allow ethical surrogacy to needy infertile couples. External Affairs Minister Sushma Swaraj said the bill will regulate surrogacy in the country by establishing surrogacy boards at national and state levels. She said only close relatives of couples seeking children will be allowed to be surrogate mothers. In a big boost to the country's rail network, the Union Cabinet has given its approval for 9 projects worth over 24,000 crore rupees in 9 states for expansion of railway network and enhanced connectivity. The 9 projects of building third lines and some doublings are on the north-south and east-west corridors of the Golden Quadrilateral. Prime Minister Narendra Modi has asked the officials to systematize the measures being taken by them to address student grievances. Interacting through Pragati, a multimodal platform for proactive governance and timely implementation, the Prime Minister recalled his earlier instructions to all ministries for extensive use of space technology. Baloch protesters carry Indian flags and pictures of Prime Minister Narendra Modi during demonstrations against Pakistan government in Balochistan. Prime Minister Narendra Modi had mentioned Balochistan in his Independence Day speech. The Union Cabinet has approved compensation of 5 lakh rupees to victims of cross-border firing. The Cabinet also decided to increase the compensation amount for terror and left extremist violence victims from 3 lakh to 5 lakh rupees. Information and Broadcasting Minister M. Venkaiah Naidu has briefed the new batches of Indian Information Service officers and asked them to play a more proactive role to service social media. He said IIS officers can play an important role as a communicator and help in disseminating the government's welfare schemes across the nation. The festival of Janmashtami, the birthday of Lord Krishna, is being celebrated across the country today. Tight security arrangements have been beefed up in Mathura and Vrindavan. President, Vice President and Prime Minister convey good wishes to the nation on the auspicious occasion. Defence Minister Manohar Parrikar has sought reports from the Navy over the reported leak of classified information related to Indian Navy's Scorpene submarine project. Parrikar said he has asked the Navy Chief to study the entire issue and in a couple of days, details will come out. He, however, said it is not 100% leak since a lot of final integration lies with India. 4 Iranian naval vessels allegedly perform high-speed intercept of an American naval destroyer in Strait of Hormuz, coming within 300 yards of the American ship, forcing the vessel to change course to avoid collision and fire warning shots. United States claimed the ship was on routine transit in international waters. In Italy, rescue crews using bulldozers and their bare hands raced to dig out survivors from a strong earthquake that reduced 3 central Italian towns to rubble. The death toll stood at 159 with 368 people injured, but the number of dead and missing was uncertain given the thousands of vacationers in the area for summer's final days. A United Nations investigation report has established that President Bashar al-Assad's forces carried out at least 2 chemical attacks in Syria and that ISIS terrorists used mustard gas as a weapon. The panel was able to identify the perpetrators of 3 chemical attacks carried out in 2014 and 2015, but was unable to draw any conclusions in the other 6 cases that it has been investigating over the past year. An attack at the American University in Kabul ended after 2 attackers were killed nearly 10 hours after militants stormed the complex, prompting desperate pleas for help from trapped students. The attack triggered explosions and gunfire, killing at least 1 person and wounding 26 others. No group has so far claimed responsibility for the attack. Scientists announced the discovery of an Earth-sized planet orbiting the star nearest our Sun, opening up the glittering prospect of a habitable world that may one day be explored by robots. Named Proxima b, the planet is in a temperate zone compatible with the presence of liquid water, a key ingredient for life. The findings, based on data collected over 16 years, were reported in the peer-reviewed journal Nature. China has showed off its first images of a rover it plans to send to Mars in mid-2020, which is designed to explore the planet's surface for 3 months, the latest aim of China's ambitious space program. China in 2003 became the 3rd country to put a man in space with its own rocket after the former Soviet Union and the United States. China's latest manned space mission is due in October and is aiming for a manned moon landing by 2036.